Hello, hello, welcome. Join me. I want to chat with you guys. I love to chat about universal law. Honestly, these laws that we are living by every single day, whether we want to or not, right? We chat about this before. These laws have no favorites. They play no favorites. They don't care where you're from, what's your gender, how old you are, what's your orientation, what's your socioeconomic status. They don't care. Doesn't care. Doesn't matter. Okay. Either way, gravity. Either way, like law of gender. Either way, and we're going to law of vibration. Okay. Either way. Okay. So cool. So, guys, there's actually, like I said, there's 12 universal laws that are really thought to be the ancient and unchanging laws of the universe. Okay. So, when you actually dive into this, it's only 12 lessons. Okay. When you know them, you win. Okay. These laws are truly such a way for you to experience freedom. Okay. So today I want to specifically focus on this law of vibration. And sometimes this is referred to as a secondary law, but arguably I would say that this is kind of the law of all laws. Okay. The law of vibration says that everything, okay, every atom, every object, every living thing is in constant motion. It's always vibrating at a specific harmony or a specific frequency. Okay. Every single thing. My water bottle, the phone or computer you're watching right now, everything's vibrating. You can't see it, but it's vibrating. Okay. So the speed that something is vibrating at is referred to as its frequency. Okay. With the only difference being between one object and another is the rate of its vibration. So you hear me say, guys, let's raise our vibrations. Let's be high vibe. Let's be vibing high. Let's be a vibrational match for what you desire. Okay. This law is just mind blowing to me, just absolutely mind blowing. And it has dictated how I show up and serve. Okay. My goal is to be a vibrational frequency for you so that you can grow, so that I can continue to grow. Okay. So you can think of this frequency as like vibrational energy, but it's something you sense, feel, and react to. Okay. The whole idea behind this law is not only that we have a specific vibrational frequency, but that we can learn to adjust our vibration if we're caught in a low vibration, or right, if you and you'll feel it. This is the thing, you feel when you are in a low vibration. Okay. The more you attune your own energy, the more you see how your vibes affect your entire experience in life. Your vibration is a choice. Right? People think, "Oh, I don't have control over my vibration." You 100% do. 150,000% do. Okay? And we're going to talk about, I want to educate you a little bit on how vibration works and things that you can do to raise your vibration. Okay? Because if you can maintain a higher vibration, a higher standard for your life, it's going to change your life, you guys. It'll absolutely change your life. The first thing I want you to understand, though, is that everything is energy. Okay, the very first principle of this law of vibration is that everything is energy, and energy is everything, everywhere. Okay, if you're really into things like quantum physics, this is it. It states that everything is energy. Okay, so not making this up. Like, ooh, crazy Dylan talking about vibration again. Okay, the chair you're sitting in is energy. The table I'm leaning on is energy. Okay, you are energy. The trees outside are energy. Animals are energy. Okay. Even light and sound. Okay. The sound frequencies that you're hearing me on are energy. Everything is energy. Ideas, thoughts, emotions, energy. You get what I'm saying? Okay. If you look at your body through like a really powerful microscope, you would find that your body is just a mass amount of cells vibrating at a high rate. That's why I always say, like, the meat stick that my spirit lives in, this is it. This is the one she chose. Okay. Zoom in with your microscope a little bit more, and you're going to see that these cells are made up of tissues and atoms and molecules. Okay. And then just like keep zooming in, and then you'll discover that these atoms and molecules are just energy. That's it. I know. That's all we are. Just pure, unadulterated energy. Okay. And energy is always moving. It is always moving. Okay, so the second principle of the law of vibration is that it is constantly moving. It's never still, ever. Never sits down on the couch and binge watches Netflix. Nothing. It's constantly moving. Okay, the energy moves in waves and it goes up and down. Okay, and these waves, like if again, you look through a really powerful microscope, you're going to see, you would you can't see it now, but like I'm just a bunch of waves. Okay. Like if you're, remember having like a really crappy TV, AKA like probably a really good TV back in the 80s, right? And it would get fuzzy and you would just see these little lines. You would see the frequencies. Okay. When you have those frequencies or vibrations, that's what you see. Okay. Every object has its own frequency and vibration. Okay, so the chair I'm sitting in is pure energy vibrating at a specific frequency that makes it look like a chair. This table, my hand lotion, this bottle is vibrating at a certain frequency to make it look like a lotion bottle. Plants, animals, you, me, okay? Anything that is solid, including you and I, are just a series of cells, atoms, molecules, constantly moving. Am I making my point? Okay. And it's this movement and vibration that makes the object solid. We perceive it as solid because our eyes can't see the movement or the vibration, but it's vibrating. Okay. We get it. Everything's vibrating. This is like the power of perception at its finest. Okay. The same energy can vibrate at different frequencies. Okay. So an example would be radio or TV. Great example. So radio waves are energy and they're everywhere. They're all around us. Okay. But the same radio wave has different frequencies, right? So you can tune your radio to different radio stations depending on whether you want, you know, country or classic or rock or whatever you want to listen to. Those are just different frequencies that you can tap into. Okay. So human beings, because we are also energy, we vibrate at different frequencies. Okay. So just like radio waves, we all don't vibrate at the same frequency. Okay. A person that is, you know, has an abundance of money is in, because money is just energy too, right? Anybody just have an aha moment for those of you with money blocks? Okay. Money is just energy too. So someone that has an abundance of it is a vibrational match with money. Okay. Someone that's, always having like horrendous relationships is on a different vibrational energy, but is a vibrational match with horrendous relationships or a lot of health issues. Same thing. Right? Your vibration, it influences your health. Okay, the human body, I actually did a post about this last week when I was talking about, I did a whole post on rose essential oil, right? Because it is one of the most high vibe plants out there. Okay, so the human body, like our frequencies between like 62 and 70 megahertz. Okay, and when the frequency drops below 62, this is when our cells start to mutate, right? So people with that have like a cold or a flu, so we call it, as humans we'll say, oh, I let myself get run down, I let myself get run down. Yeah, what happened was you were a busy little bee, and whether it was through your food, through your movement, through your thoughts, right, you let your frequency drop below 58 megahertz, and that starts to, you'll start to feel it, dis-ease, hyphenate that, in your body. When your frequency drops below 42, this is where you will see like cancer start to appear. And so it's no accident. It's knowing this now, right? Can you see with the lifestyles that we lead now, the crap that's in our food, the crap that's in our water, the crap that's in our air, the stupid thoughts we think? Can you see why cancer is like, makes total sense? Okay, you drop below 42 and your cells are going to continue to mutate. And this is where you will see cancer appear, which is again, keep your vibe high, you can prevent stuff like this. Okay, this might explain, why you might have a friend or a family member that might constantly have health issues that seem unrelated, but their vibrational frequency are the common link. Okay, we naturally have a vibratory frequency range that we rarely go outside of. Okay, we talk a lot about paradigms, right? Your paradigm sets your vibrational frequency. My goal is to help you stretch that vibrational frequency and start hanging out up here. And that's always done through your environment. Okay? Everything else is habitual. Okay, it can be absolutely controlled, habitual, predictable, right? Because it determines how we think, we feel, and we act. That's all our subconscious is, right? So now you have a specific energy or frequency that you're hanging out at every single day. That's where you might say, oh, I had a good day today. And then and everything just seems to flow and be effortless. And then the next day, oh man, I had a really bad day today and everything just seemed to go wrong. Right? You cannot see your vibratory energy, but you can feel it 100%. Us as humans, we just say, I feel ... We say that to express our vibration. Oh, I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm anxious, I'm depressed, I'm whatever, right? AKA, I'm in a low vibration. I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm enthusiastic, I'm pumped up, I'm feel like a rock star, I feel really healthy, right? High vibration. And some people say, "Can I just like hang out in between?" Sure. Absolutely. You get to dictate how you feel. You want to feel those other things? I'm going to tell you about some things that you can do to raise your vibration, because guys, this is like science 101. Okay? First, you have to know that like attracts like. Like energy attracts like energy. This is like the fundamental principle of this law. Okay? And you will always attract in what you are a vibrational match for. Everything. Everything. You don't attract in what you want, you attract in who you are. Okay? Also know that energy is never created or destroyed. Ever. Okay? So how often have you said, that you want to create something in your life. You want to get something. Maybe it's you want a new house or a car, or relationship or a career or whatever. We don't create anything. Again, this is like quantum physics. Okay, energy is never created or destroyed. It just changes vibration. So this is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. That's another universal law. So brilliant. Okay, but energy just moves from one form to the other. So nothing's ever created or destroys. That's why no one ever dies, right? I chose this body, I moved into it, and I'll move out of it. I'll just move from one form to another form. And it's guaranteed by law. Okay, I could, drink this water. It's going to, go down my throat. It's going to, go through all my organs and be absorbed into my tissues and do lots of healthy, awesome things for my body, right? But then it'll come out in one way or another, right? And it'll keep moving. It'll keep moving. It'll keep moving and from one form to the other. Whether I, go work out and I sweat it out and I wipe it off with a cloth, and then I put the cloth in the washing machine and then it goes down the drain, right? It doesn't matter. It's constantly, constant. Okay? But you need to understand that you can change your vibrational frequency. Okay? Physical objects, plants, animals, they cannot consciously change their vibrational frequency consciously. We as humans, though, this is the really cool part about being a human, we can absolutely change our frequency through our thoughts, which set up our feelings and emotions. We can change our frequency with how we fuel our body, right? With the things that we don't expose ourselves to, right? When you choose to, for example, feel happy, you create an energy vibration that's in harmony with happy feelings. And then you will attract in people, situations, opportunities that will continue to make you feel happy. Same thing on the opposite end of the spectrum. Like if you're regularly feeling like upset, angry, worthless, then you will send out this energy vibration and you will attract in further situations, people that make you feel upset, angry, inferior, worthless. Okay, it all starts with your awareness. That's where it starts. You commit to growing your awareness and you win. That's not a tagline, that's the truth. Right? Notice how you feel throughout your day. Notice how you feel, like what people trigger different emotions within you. What tasks or activities are you doing that don't make you feel good? How you feel is the best way to determine your vibration, whether you're in a low vibration or high vibration. But if you don't decide to switch it up, nothing's going to change. Nothing will change. So you can commit to raising your vibration. I love to do this through self-care, right? You can practice regular self-care and raise your vibration so that you can show up in a different way, right? Like having a bath, being out in nature, journaling, studying. I will do these things for myself. I don't do them for anybody else. I raise my awareness for me, knowing that I get to also have an impact on lots of other people. That's what it's about. It's about who you become in the process. Like I said, you are more spirit than body. Okay? You are more spirit than body, and your spirit is always for expansion and growth. Okay. But pay attention to things that make you feel good and do them. Like I said, for me, it's baths. I love baths. They just make me so happy. I love a bath. Okay. Nourish your body. Nourish that meat stick that you live in. It will raise your vibration. Eat high vibrational foods. Okay. So, some high, like every food has a vibrational frequency. Eating foods that are high in vibration will increase your level of vibration. Makes sense, right? So, for example, processed foods, so like your fast foods, like they're vibrating at 0 megahertz, zero. Okay, meat in general, like 2 megahertz. Okay, so when you're like, I love to only eat meat, it's literally, I mean, everybody has their own perspective on what meat is, but vibration can be measured. It's vibrating very low. So for the vegetarians out there and you vegans, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Fresh herbs, 20 to 30 megahertz. Fruits and vegetables, like especially your green ones, okay, your broccolis, your spinach, 65 to 75 megahertz. Having it in a different, like your green cold pressed juice, 170 megahertz. Using plants in other forms like essential oils, this is what my post was on the other day, 52 to 320 megahertz, depending on what plant. And there's lots of sources on this. They can actually measure vibrational frequency. So your plants like rose, frankincense, jasmine, these are all really high vibrational plants. And because the essential oil is the most potent way to use the plant, up to 320 megahertz just by smelling it, applying it topically, putting it in your diffuser. How easy is that to raise your vibration? Do you see the impact that you have? You got to eat anyways. You can choose just to eat a rack of ribs, or you can actually raise your vibration with a ton of green vegetables. You will actually start to feel better. Your body will say, "Ah, thanks." Okay? Do what makes you feel good. And if you're like, "Delyn, eating only meat makes me feel good." Okay, well then you need to compensate in some other way. You need to. What the thing is our society, we're in the habit of like stockpiling all the things that lower our vibration. We live off caffeine. Caffeine lowers your vibration. Just even holding a cup of coffee or tea will lower your vibration. Just even holding the cup, right? We live off coffee. We live off fast food. We thrive off of the news. 0 megahertz in the news. That's not a sourced. Everything else is sourced. That is not sourced. But it's true. Come on. What you think dictates your vibration. Your environment matters. Get into an environment that's conducive to the unfoldment of your goals. The news is not it. Do things like meditate, like visualize your goal, like go there. Cut out low vibe people, places, and things that are not serving you. Get rid of them. They're not serving you. You're not serving them because then they put you in a low vibration, or you choose to be in a low vibration because of their frequency, right? And then you start just getting out there and being in a low vibe with everybody else. Ugh. Okay, you have to like release that. Give yourself permission to release it. It's freaking awesome. Like just awesome when you do it. Like so good. But you actually have to release it. None of this, like we were talking about this in study club this morning. None of this, like, oh, well, I can forgive, but I won't forget. If you don't forget, you didn't forgive. You didn't release it. You have to actually, like for reals, release it. And just pay attention to your vibrational frequency. Doing things like exercising, like moving your body intentionally. Okay, putting on, you always see me like dancing around like a total nut job. Love it. I always have music playing. Always, always, always. Raises my vibration. Right? Perform random acts of kindness. Have so much gratitude. Spread the joy. Love unconditionally. Have true forgiveness. Express your gratitude. Don't just have it and then like hold it to yourself. Journal about it. I mean, journal about it. That's good too. But express your gratitude. And just choose to be in a high vibrational state. And what I like to do with anyone that I'm working with is we understand the vibrational state of where we are going, and we're constantly doing this until we become a vibrational match and we get whatever we want, and then we raise the bar, and then we become a vibrational match for that. It's so good. Guys, this isn't make-believe. And if you're a science nerd like me, like I could totally geek out on this stuff all day long. It's so good. I absolutely love it. Look it up. Get on the old Google machine. Just look it up. But my challenge for you and what I want you to do is I want you to be really intentional about how you are raising your vibration. Your vibe is everything. It's not just some like, ooh, Delynn wants me to live a high vibe life. It's catchy, but it feels good. And you can't help but share it. You can't help but express yourself when you are in a high vibrational state. You have to choose it though. Deal? And if you from the moment you get out of bed, you stub your toe and it puts you in a low vibration. If you keep going on that, this has happened to everybody at one time or another. Get out of bed, you stub your toe, then you go to brush your teeth, you get toothpaste all over yourself, and then maybe you slip going down the stairs, and then maybe you spill your breakfast on yourself, and you're not even. I remember getting to work like when I was working at the hospital and just being like, it is 8 o'clock in the morning, and like I hit every red light coming here. I was late. Like I attracted in everything, and it started with stubbing my stupid toe getting out of bed. Alternative, stub your toe. Ouch. Few catchphrases that hurt. I choose to have an awesome day. Done. Boop. And then you attract an awesomeness. It's a decision. But again, we also live in a society where people don't like to make decisions. There's your other challenge. Make decisions today. That feels good too. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful. See, expressing gratitude. Have an amazing day. And I look forward to keeping on working with you guys. This is so good.